Hello and welcome down to Trafford Golf Centre. I'm Matt Fryer and today I'm here to talk to you about why we slice the golf ball. So, as we know, the slice is quite a common shot and quite a problematic shot for a lot of us there. And today we're going to be looking at two factors that cause your slice. Now, a lot of people who I give lessons to, we see some real common things and some real consistent things that are causing this slice. And that's related to the club face position relative to our target line and the direction the club head's swinging to our target line. Now, we've probably heard lots of myths of, you lifted your head, you were doing different things. But if we can understand these two factors a lot better, we should be able to start producing some better and more consistent golf shots. So what do we tend to see? Two of the things that we tend to see with this face and the club head direction that it's swinging in are very common. Number one, we're going to see that the face is open to the club direction path, the path the club is swinging on. We're going to see that the face is open. Sometimes we might actually see that the face is actually close to the target line, but it's open to the path all the time to cause this slice. And then what we're going to see for most slices, generally everyone who's watching this video, is a path that's swinging left of our target if we're a right-handed golfer. Now that will be your typical slice that starts down the left-hand side of your target and then moves back over to the right-hand side and finishing on the right-hand side of the target. We could hit some push slices where they do start right of the target and finish further right also. But today we're just going to be looking at the generalities of what the face are doing and where the club's swinging that are causing these things. Let's have a look at these two things then. What we're going to see here, and if I were to just pop a target line now from my ball up to my intended target now, the first thing that we were talking about was the face position and where that's aiming at impact relative to our target line. So what we're going to see for the slicer generally is someone who's got this open face. So as it's coming down, it might be, like I say, that it is pointing fractionally left of target. Like we see with most slicers, they do start left of target and then work back to the right. So we would see something where the face now is pointing left of the target here, as we see indicated with this blue line. Then if we blend in the path as well, the direction that club head is travelling relative to the target line, and I put a red line on there, what we'll see here now is that that line is actually further left than the blue line. So what that would mean now, if we looked at TrackMan numbers and GC2 numbers, Flightscope numbers, we'd have something, let's say, where the face is 1 degree left of our target line, of our intended target line at impact, but the actual club head direction was 4 degrees left, which would give us a difference of 3 degrees in those two things, which would cause some curvature because these two things are separate now. As we see here on the screen, as it's coming through, it's delivering a glancing blow because the face was open to the path. And that is one of the main reasons why we slice the golf ball. Now, also, you could have angle of attack and strike location, but this is just considering a centered strike with the driver. And also, this would be the same with, 3-wood all the way through the irons. If you've got something where your face is open to the path, we're going to see some slice shots depending on how big those differences are. We might see a little fade if it was 50% either way, but if we see greater than that, we're going to see some slice shots. So one of the common things as well then, what I tend to see through lessons after talking to a lot of my students as well, is when we are a slicer of the golf ball, what we tend to see is someone now who would make alterations in their setup, i.e. the way they are aiming, to allow for this slice. So we see that people start to aim a lot further down the left. Now the intended target is still the same as we see there. And what happens here now, with my body aiming considerably left now of that target, I'm actually going to swing further left of my intended target. So that club path number is going to jump up significantly unless I make a change in a manipulation through impact. And what we'll tend to see as well, because we're quite instinctive creatures, we'll tend to actually leave the face back looking at impact. So then all of a sudden, those two numbers now jump up a lot more. And what we'll see is an actual increase in the amount of curvature we see on our golf ball. Sometimes though, we'll get the one where we've all done it, we've aimed left, and we manage just to square the face up in time. We might flip the right hand. It's something we might do throughout that swing to try and counteract for this real aim and try and allow counteract for the slice, which means we hit the one where we've aimed 50 yards left of the fairway, but it has now gone 50 yards left of the fairway because that club path was significantly left of my intended target, as opposed to aiming straight and trying to fix it conventionally by moving the club in a different direction and squaring the face up. I've actually got the face square to where I've aimed 50 yards left of my target and hit it straight left. So first things first, what we're going to do, we're almost going to rub our noses in our bad shot. What we want to do is try and start to see some straight left shots. Even if we get some pull hooks, that's a great thing. And this is one of the things that I do with my lessons, really. It's almost like if you've got a newborn puppy and it does a bit of a naughty in the kitchen, we'd rub our nose in it maybe back in the day, and you know, it won't do it again. So what we're going to see, like I said, if we've got something where our face is generally open to the path, let's try and get that face now either level with the path or even close to that path. And one of the things I tend to see with a lot of slicers is that we've got quite a weak lead hand. So what I mean by that is, as we take the grip here, and as you see now, this left hand, you can't see a lot of the back of the lead hand. You can't see the logo on my glove, and you can't see many knuckles as you go down. And also the club tends to run up through the palm, almost an extension of the forearm here, as opposed to in the fingers and through the palm. So one thing I want you to do, if you are a slicer of the golf ball, number one, in the lead hand, we're going to get it more in the fingers. So we're going to cup our fingers to start with, and we're going to wrap our lead hand over here now. So as you take your grip, what you'll feel is more of a kink in your lead wrist. And as you look down towards the grip, you'll start to see more of the back of the hand here. You'll see a couple more knuckles. And also with you getting it in the fingers and wrapping it through that palm, it's now going to be able to release, which is something that a slicer will generally struggle to do. We'll actually start to see the club face release with this better left hand. Then I'm going to take our right hand and also try and make that slightly stronger, so the crease that's created between the thumb and the forefinger, we're going to have that looking back at our right shoulder now. So what this will do is it means we've got a stronger grip there, number one. Instead of the weak grip that I see with a lot of slicers, it's up through the palm. We're going to see more of a starting it in the fingers and wrapping it over into a stronger position to try and get this face actually closing, releasing and looking left of the path that we're delivering. Then what I want you to do, as we see generally with the guy who slices it or the lady who slices it, we see the person who starts to aim further left of our target. We're not going to do that. We're going to have a drill now where we take our stronger grip, we imagine we'd set up to the golf ball, then what I want us to do is turn our body out to the right of the target, and we're going to leave our face looking at the target. So from there now, what we've got, if I were to swing along my body line here and deliver the club more from the inside, I'd have a path now that was right of my intended target. And if I've got my face looking at the target, we could see that that face now is left of my path. So you'd have some practice swings where it would feel that the club is really closed in setup, and you feel you swing down your body line out to the right of your intended target here, and we feel from there that that club face is looking left as we do it. So then we take our setup now with the face looking at our intended target line, our body now closed to it, aiming right for the right-handed golfer, with our stronger grip. And from here, we want to swing out to the right with this face feeling like it's closing. And hopefully, you see that one, pretty neutral for me. I am a fader of the golf ball, so That's just hit it bullet straight for me. Maybe I should start doing this myself. But giving us this feeling will stop us opening our body to the target and swinging further left of our intended target. So number one, the stronger grip, more in the fingers in the lead hand and wrapping that hand over, and then swinging out to the right, feeling that that face is looking left of our intended target. Nice little draw. So those are 2 tips. Now there may be other things that you need to do in your golf swing to get rid of your slice. Obviously with us having the slice, we'll make manipulations on the way through our golf swing to try and counteract that ball flight. But those are 2 keys there that can really affect why you're producing this slice and how much slice you are putting on the golf ball. So if we can start to, try these drills there for you and also start to understand why we're slicing it, hopefully we should have more control over our golf ball. Guys, I hope this tip has helped you. If you think it is going to help you, give that like button a click for me. Also remember to be part of the group and get more tips to help your golf. Click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any more of the videos. Also, if you do want to come down and see me at Trafford Golf Centre, all the information is linked below. I'd love to help you with your golf. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.